King Charles was seen enjoying a sweet moment with his sister-in-law Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, as they attended the Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey today. Sophie, 58, who received her new title last week, alongside her husband Prince Edward, 59, who became the Duke of Edinburgh, appeared delighted as she spotted the monarch. Video footage of the pair shows the Duchess beaming as she approaches her brother-in-law, who turns around to greet her. They appear to share a friendly word, before Sophie turns sideways, and gently bumps Charles with her hips and shoulder. After making the affectionate gesture, Sophie then moves away, smiling and looking slightly sheepish. Senior royals were out in force for today's service, which marked a poignant milestone, as it was the first time the event has taken place since the Queen's death in September. Among those in attendance were the King and Queen Consort, the Prince and Princess of Wales, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, and Princess Anne. During the service, the King issued a rallying call to the family of nations, urging them to strive together to achieve a global common good in his first Commonwealth Day address. In his speech, Charles highlighted the institution's indispensable role in the most pressing issues of our time. He also paid tribute to his beloved mother, describing how Commonwealth Day was a moment of pride for the late Queen Elizabeth, who dedicated her long and remarkable life in service to the Commonwealth family. For his speech, the King drew on the Commonwealth Day theme for 2023, Forging a Sustainable and Peaceful Common Future, and emphasized the values of the family of nations, from peace and justice to care for our environment, embodied in the Commonwealth Charter, signed 10 years ago. He told the congregation, "Whether on climate change and biodiversity loss, youth opportunity and education, global health or economic cooperation, the Commonwealth can play an indispensable role in the most pressing issues of our time." Ours is an association not just of shared values, but of common purpose and joint action. In this we are blessed with the ingenuity and imagination of a third of the world's population, including 1.5 billion people under the age of 30. Our shared humanity contains an immensely precious diversity of thought, culture, tradition and experience. By listening to each other, we will find so many of the solutions that we seek. The King, who is head of the Commonwealth, delivered his address in person from the Abbey's great pulpit in a move that was a departure from previous messages from the Queen, who sometimes pre-recorded her speech. He concluded his message by saying, "The myriad connections between our nations have sustained and enriched us for more than 7 decades. Our commitment to peace, progress and opportunity will sustain us for many more. Let ours be a Commonwealth that not only stands together, but strives together, in restless and practical pursuit of the global common good." Sophie and her husband Prince Edward's appearance today marked their first outing alongside other members of the firm since they were given their new titles. They were granted the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh titles on March 10, Edward's 59th birthday. Sophie's previous rank as Countess of Wessex meant she was of an equal rank with her husband Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex. This raise in royal status for Sophie, 58, is a touching tribute to the late Queen's daughter-in-law who lovingly called her Mama. Married to Prince Edward for 24 years, she is well known for her down-to-earth nature and was viewed by the late Queen as the firm's safest pair of hands. Meanwhile, friends of Sophie have claimed she is relieved that her move up the royal ranks means she no longer needs to curtsy to Meghan Markle. Sophie had previously been duty-bound to defer to Prince Harry's wife who, as a duchess, was of a higher rank. Relations between the royal wives were said to have become strained when the Duchess of Sussex reportedly turned down the chance to have Sophie mentor her on life as a royal. A friend of the couple said, "Sophie is relieved. She no longer has to curtsy to someone in the family who has not only left royal duties but has spent the past 3 years criticizing the institution that Sophie works so hard to support." Single quote.